Good afternoon, guys. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, Canning Recipes, a little bit of everything. I am back in the kitchen to start off our Christmas cooking series, and today I'm going to make something that's very hearty. And if you have friends coming in from out of town during the Christmas season, this is a good southern dish. I'm getting this recipe out of my favorite Christmas book, which is the Southern Living Christmas Recipes, and we are going to be making chicken and sausage gumbo. Stay tuned. Okay guys, to start off with, we've chosen to go with the Cajun styled smoked sausage, the Zatarans. You want about a pound of this. This is only 14 ounces. I think it'll be just fine for us. And then we have 4 boneless, skinless chicken halves. Chicken breast halves, excuse me. And then we're going to be using about a quarter to a third cup of vegetable oil, 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of chopped onion, a half a cup of chopped green pepper, a half a cup of sliced celery, which I did about 2.5, 3 stalks, 3 cloves of garlic minced. We'll need 2 quarts of hot water, 2 teaspoons of Creole seasoning right there, 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, 2 bay leaves, a half a cup of sliced green onions, and a half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of the Louisiana hot sauce. So here is a gander, guys, of all the ingredients. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to brown up this sausage, and then we're going to remove it. Then we're going to throw our chicken breast in there and brown them with the drippings that are left. While that's doing that, I do have 2 quarts of water in a pan because we want to use hot water at some point in this recipe. So you only want to cook the sausage long enough till it's brown. We'll turn the heat off for just a little bit. Now, if you don't want to use the spicy Zatarans, you can use just regular Eckrich or one of your other favorite sausages. And now we're probably going to add a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan because we do need to brown up, just brown, the chicken breast. So let's get started on that. Okay, I got a phone call, guys, so I had to step away for a minute. So we are just browning our chicken breast. We don't want to cook them through and through. I have my sausage over here. So now I'm going to set my chicken breast. Do not mix your meats, especially with chicken, guys. You want to keep it separate from your sausage. So on medium heat, we're going to go ahead and add our half a cup of oil. I'm using canola oil. And we are going to let this heat up a little bit, and then we're going to add our flour, and we're going to make our roux. And we want it to get chocolate covered. It says it takes about 30 minutes, guys, so this is kind of a in-depth recipe, but you know what? I think it's going to be absolutely delicious, and I think on a cold night, we're having cold nights, but we're having warm days. I think it's going to be a delightful treat for anybody that may be coming in, and we're still praying that my sister is going to be able to make it in from Australia with the situation changing. And also, guys, I want to thank you for your prayers for my dad and his wife, Rita. My dad did get the monoclonal antibodies, and he is on other meds. And he seems to be recovering slightly. However, his wife Rita is not. And so we are continuing to lift them up in prayer. And I'm just so thankful for all of you, because I tell you what, this community, our community, we have the best people in the world. Because I know I can come to you guys. I'm adding my flour. I know I can come to you guys no matter what. And you will pray for me and my family, and I pray for you all too. I know some of the situations that some of you guys are going through, and I'm just so thankful for y'all. We may not have the subs and the views that some of the other like-minded channels have, but I sure have the prayers, and I'd rather have that more than anything. So we're going to cook this now till it turns a kind of a brown reddish color. When you're doing your roux, you want to make sure, guys, that you are stirring constantly. So it's looking like a chocolate colored, guys. So now we're going to add our celery, our onion, our bell pepper, and our garlic. And I've reduced the heat down to low, guys. It says to cook it on medium, but I'm afraid it was getting a little overheated, so I did bring it back down. Ooh, smelling good. So we're going to cook these until they get a little tender. So now we're going to gradually stir in our hot water. And this is going to help get some of that goodness off the bottom of your pan. Yep, it's already coming off. So we're going to keep gradually adding. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. And again, this is 2 quarts of hot water. Look at that. It's looking absolutely delicious already. So we are going to bring this up to a boil, and we're going to add our chicken and our Cajun seasoning. And then we're going to add our Worcestershire, our hot sauce, our thyme, and our bay leaves. And we're going to let that simmer, guys. It looks like for about 1 hour, stirring occasionally. I think Greg's going to be pretty excited about this. So let's bring this up to a boil. Okay, so we've brought it up to a boil. We're going to add our chicken. I'm not going to chop it up or shred it yet. We're going to put the whole breast in there. We're going to add our Cajun seasoning. Stir it up really good. And we'll turn it down because we're just going to simmer. Okay, so now we're going to add our Worcestershire, our Louisiana hot sauce, our bay leaves, and our thyme. We're going to stir that in. And I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to let it simmer, guys, for an hour. So check back with you in a minute. Correction, we're going to simmer uncovered for 1 hour. All right, guys, it's been about 45 minutes. I'm cheating because it's getting past my dinner time. So we're going to go ahead and remove the chicken. And try not to make too much noise here. We're going to set this aside. Woo, wait. And now we're going to add our sausage into our delicious roux sauce. And we're going to cook this probably about 20 minutes. And after that, we're going to shred the chicken up after it cools. And then we're going to add that back to it along with about 1/2 cup of chopped green onions or chives. Okay guys, I cooked the sausage probably about 20 minutes, and then I went ahead and shredded up my chicken and added it to my mixture. Now we are just heating this up, and we are making some white rice. Whew, I did take a nibble, and I got to tell you, it was pretty tasty. It's got a little bit of a spicy bite, but it's not a lingering spice that burns your mouth or your tongue. It's got just the right amount, and Greg may use some of his pepper vinegar sauce that I made about a month ago. He's real excited to try that on this, and that turned out really well too, guys. You got to go check out that recipe. So we're going to let this heat up a little bit, and I need to get this last bay leaf. I've been looking for it. Get your bay leaves out, and right before you serve it, you want to add your green onions. So I'm going to put my green onions in there right now, and I'm going to let it cook for probably about 15 minutes until our rice is ready, and then we are going to be serving it up. So that is the wrap, guys. Again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. We got a lot more videos coming up. Also, some other news I'll share with you as soon as I get the approval to share with you. But take care. God bless. Love you all, and we will be in touch.